Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see, or let us see, what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? And I noticed it's not snowing. I thought it'd be snowing continuously throughout December. But now I think about it, that doesn't make sense. It's just winter time, so it should randomly snow. That makes tons of sense, to be honest, and I don't know why I didn't realise that sooner. To be honest, I was thinking about it, because I was like, yesterday, if you haven't seen it, the very special episode, had a special guest, Ned, joining me for whatever reason. It was just kind of fun, to be honest. Anyway, hello everyone, I'll get back onto that. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 2:57 PM on Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020. Really isn't news to speak of today, but here's some personal news. Nice. I was thinking about the fact that the winter season has started, but the grass hadn't changed colour to the completely very vivid red and orange colour that oh yeah, this makeover from yesterday from Ned. That red orangey colour for you'd expect from autumn, but you've seen, but maybe not you've seen, but I've seen in some of the trailers, and I was like, that's a bit strange. Of course, Pashmina's left, so we'll be doing a bit of island jumping, but we'll also be seeing, as it's now December, we'll be checking out, I don't think you got anything special apart from the holly shrubs, right? I was like, the grass hasn't changed to that red-orange colour that I saw in the store, not the store, the trailers. Because of that, I was like, that's a bit strange. That probably means there's I guess that red and orange just happens randomly, but no, it probably means that the grass is still going to change to red and orange, and only some days will it be snowy, and maybe just many days, and maybe in January itself it will be snowy for continuously for a long time. I don't know how it works. We'll have to see ourselves. But because it's rolled over to December, we've got new December fauna only. KK Disco, I'm pretty sure we got this one because I recognise it. We've got new, what was I going to say? New fish, bugs, and deep sea creatures to catch, which we'll spend some time doing, of course. Maybe not deep sea creatures, but we'll definitely do at least the fish. The bug, we can't do the bug because it needs to be snowing, but still. If it was snowing, I wonder if we could start building snowmen yesterday. I don't know. Missed opportunity. I didn't realise. I just thought it'd be snowing all days. It probably isn't. It's probably just like that, just so you can catch snowflakes on that first day and you can start understanding that the snowflake things to be caught. And I didn't catch any snowflakes, but don't worry, it will snow again one day and we'll spend some time catching more snowflakes. I don't know if we can still catch autumn leaves now. It seems a bit strange, but we don't have any of those recipes anyway. Yes, so the fish that we're missing, it's the one new fish in December, and the final fish, I believe, of our Critterpedia collection, which I'll quickly check is the final fish, is the pond smelt. So let's see, and this one is the dung beetle, which we can only catch when it's snowing. There needs to be snowballs on the ground, the dung beetle will be pushing around. And this right here is a pond smelt, which is actually an extraordinarily easy fish to catch. So it's a bit of a, not lackluster, but anticlimactic, I suppose. Last thing to get. Fish to catch. And we've still got the snow crab and lobster. I think it might be these two slots, I can't remember, of deep sea creatures. And then these two, I can't remember, but I think you had to wait till like March for them. I know one of them is certainly the spider crab, which is if you've never seen a Japanese spider crab, they look so cool. Unless you don't like spiders, or if you don't like things with long, like spindly legs, then maybe don't look it up. But if you do, or if you're okay with it, look it up. Spider crabs, really cool. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's December now. We didn't really talk about it yesterday because we had a special guest appearance, which did a lot of explaining of obviously Animal Crossing and the cycle, I suppose, of it. Which is fair enough. Ned, I don't think he's ever played Animal Crossing before. He only knows it somewhat, and I don't know if it's going to be a usual thing of me randomly inviting my friends on to do these episodes, but I think it's nice to have some company once in a while. It's, I think, probably going to be something that becomes much more frequent when we have less things to do every single day, but now, since we've still got stuff to do, we're going to, I don't know who you are. Kits. We're going to just have it very rarely, so yeah, don't count on it. I mean, Ned, of course, is very, and all my friends are very entertaining people. A lot more entertaining than me. A lot of them are much more energetic than me. I will most certainly say that. But still, I don't want to make it too much of a pressure on someone to join me every single time for these recordings, which yeah, it's just meant to be casual, laid back things for me to chat. But sometimes, if I see it fitting, I'm not against having one of them or two on. It'd be like an unofficial podcast, I suppose, where they can watch me play Animal Crossing and talk about whatever they want. Well, maybe not whatever they want, but appropriate things for the YouTube audience, I suppose. Potential audiences. Actually, I was talking about this with Ned yesterday. I like to take a sip of water, sorry. I've done a lot of recording. I just recorded some Hollow Knight. Which actually you probably, if you watch my videos, it came up earlier today. I was talking about my analytics. I was like, because of Animal Crossing, I've got to assume my audience skews a bit younger. On the younger age, because I guess I play Animal Crossing, which is has an interesting demographic, I think, of younger children. Who are you? Oh, I know you. You are... I know your name. I know your name. No, that was it. You're very cute, but we already have two normal villagers. What was I saying? Yeah, I assumed my audience skewed on younger age because Animal Crossing, it's got the demographics of generally younger, either from children to like young adults, I suppose, or whatever, or maybe not even young adults, older teens, maybe that sort of age. And I suppose my style of speaking, I suppose in videos, are much more restrained and chill, which I don't know. To be fair, that's a bit counterintuitive, because I feel like a lot of younger children, especially young teens, they want more of our hype. They want the PewDiePies, they want the Markipliers, the high energy, octane action sort of YouTubers always got something witty and charismatic to say out every second, which I don't. I just sort of fill the air with nonsense. And yeah, I thought my audience skewed a bit younger, but I was like, oh, I guess I'll just... What am I doing? It's been so long since I've done any fishing. That's how I thought I fish. No, that's not how you fish. Yeah, I assumed my audience skewed a bit younger. And then I checked the demographics, and actually, most of my audience is within the age 25 to 33 or something, who watch the videos, which is a bit strange. Not strange, sorry. I should say it was not what I expected. I expected it to be definitely in the younger demographics, but here we are, Who's that? Oh, it's Lily. We also had, I remember when I checked, there was actually I had a few viewers who were like in the 65 plus range, or was it 55 to 60 range? I can't remember the exact analytic. I can just check it myself. Is that it? Is that a pond smelt? Yes! I've caught a pond smelt. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. Wait a minute. That means... Woohoo! I've caught all of the fish. You think I have a pun for this occasion? Hey, and with that... That's fantastic. We've actually caught all the fish. Island ichthyologist. Pole fishing expert. I've got to say. I pretty much am. You've got the bug... Not which one. Bugs don't bug me. Yeah, we've only got one left to do. That's crazy. Can you even imagine? But we'd see this day. Well, we've caught all the fish. Is this the first Animal Crossing game I've caught... Sorry, excuse me, all the fish and all the bugs on? Maybe. I think I got really close in New Leaf. But I always obviously skipped a few random months here and there because I didn't play it religiously as I do today. Amelia, why have you got to do me like this? I'm being quite lazy this afternoon. You should join me down. A friend of mine is hosting a soiree and I've received an invite, but there's a cloud around the silver gleam. The hostess's birthday is soon, and I thought a surprise gift might be an aggressively generous move. But what to get the woman who has everything? I do recall her saying she needed a toothbrush. Perhaps I'll see what I can scrounge up at Nick's store. Stop down. Is that new dialogue? I've never seen that before. That's crazy. I hope what Nintendo's doing is they're patching in new dialogue with every single update as well. Just so the villagers can say more interesting things. And yeah, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, my demographics, I was going to say, why not just look it up for you right now. Open YouTube Studio as I start talking to blabbers. And I can show you what my analytics are. Well, not show you, but we can discuss them. My audience, Let's do lifetime audience. See more. Here's the age thing. 76% of you male, 23 point, well, round up 24% I suppose female. Let me just donate this thing first. I'll go on to it. That's interesting. Yes, please tell me about it. For many, thinking of pond smelt inevitably leads to a thought of ice fishing in frozen rivers and lakes. I don't, but sure. Ice fishing involves making a round hole in the ice, dropping in your fishing line, and waiting. Not to rain on anyone's idea of fun, but, well, perhaps I shouldn't say anything. Drivers, maybe you don't have the patience. So look at my female demographics. Actually, I have 6.4%. That is to say, oh, what? Sorry, I missed what he said. That is, he probably said something like, oh, we seem to have collected all fish. That is to say, we had a fish-shaped hole in our fish collection, and now we do not. My feathers, I get so flustered when a museum collection is completed. What I mean to say is, your fishing proficiencies and generosity is greatly appreciated. Hoot hoot hooray, our museum is a better place because of you today. Thank you, Blathers. I guess we'll have a little tour of our fishing thing. 6.4% of views, and 13 to 7 age of female viewers. And then the male viewers, actually most of the male viewers are 18 to 24, and then quite a bit as well in 25 to 34, with 35% and 5% respectively. And then 4.3% in the 65 plus years range. Wow. Isn't that interesting for such a tiny little YouTuber I am? But let's have a little look for our fishing gallery now that we got all the fish. I guess we'll do it again once we get all the deep sea creatures, but still. So this is the ponds, obviously, all the goldfish, Ranchu goldfish, got neon tetras in there, angelfish. Is that an angelfish? I can't remember. I really love what they did with museum in this game. Is that the pond smelt right there? The last one we got the mittens crab. Yeah, the whole reason I was even reminded that we can get these that we had the last fish to catch that switch around to December is because I was checking out the Animal Crossing subreddit actually, and there's a lot of gifs on there of people catching their final fish, which for a lot of people was the stringfish actually, because I assume they missed it back in March, since you only had like 10 days to catch it, so it's a bit difficult. This tank looks a bit empty to be honest, but still. Yeah, a lot of people must have missed the stringfish back in March, which is fair enough. It was very rare. It took me a lot of fish bait to get it. Do you like when I talk into this bottle? Is it weird? Yes. So I guess we're a true ichthyologist now, or however you pronounce it. The shark tank's really cool, especially with the anchovies. I'm surprised the sharks don't eat the anchovies. The shoal of fish. The school of fish. Are they anchovies? I can't remember. The deep sea fish just sort of vibing here. Oh look, there's flower baskets I hear. That's pretty cool. I also like as you donate more and more things like the submarine and the astronaut suit. They weren't there before, but now they are. I like to think it's because we get more fish. The museum gets more funding. We can spend it on things like that. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, a lot of people on the Animal Crossing subreddit were posting like videos and gifs of them catching their final fish, which was the stringfish. And I was like, oh yeah, wait, I'm just missing one fish. Did it come out in December or January? I have to check. And when I checked, it was the pond smelt. I did have a scare for a bit where I thought it was the mittens crab was the last fish I'm missing, because I was looking down the list and mittens crab was the only fish I didn't recognise, because I think it's a new fish in New Horizons, or maybe it's not. If I did, I never caught it in New Leaf. And I was like, that went away in November. I can't catch it anymore. Why is the hammerhead shark in this tank? I don't know. And I was like, that went away in November and it just changed to December. I'm going to have to wait a whole year basically to catch it, to fill up my collection. And I was like, do I time travel to get it? Luckily then I realised that the pond smelt has not been catchable until now. And I was like, oh, must be the pond smelt I'm missing. So I was just like, phew. So there we go, cross off that pond smelt off the list. We're expecting, I believe what happens is maybe CJ gives them the golden fishing rod recipe by mail or something the next day, and with that we will be like, woo, golden fishing rod, which we'll never make because we don't have a lot of golden nuggets and I can't be able to find them, and the fact they're not indestructible is a bit like, ugh. But that's a conversation I've already had. Nothing about. I was going to say for another time, but I definitely already had that conversation before about the crafting in this game and durability of tools. And Savannah, should we say? Oh, we'll say hi to you. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, because it snowed yesterday, it counts as rain, doesn't it, for the purposes of flowers blooming. Yeah. I mean, maybe we could do some deep sea creature catching. We'll do a bit of tidying up with these flowers. I know what you can do is you can put transparent designs just at the border of this so they don't reproduce themselves. Phrasing. They don't produce more new flowers when you don't want them to. Which I currently don't want them to, so that's why I'm getting rid of them right now. But still, yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Completing the fish recipe, getting a golden fishing rod. I don't even know what a golden fishing rod did in the previous versions I think about it. I think it had a bigger bobber or something and you could cast it further, maybe? That sounds familiar. Or if that's true or not is yet to be seen, but in this game I believe all it seems to do is for them to get more durability. Oh, I forget we had to check out Able Scissors and Nooks because they've got daily new things for us to buy. That is so cool. This camping set. Because we need to buy things in preparation for Toy Day. Well, actually, whether we need to or not is, I suppose, a good question. We don't actually need to sell these clothes anymore. I forgot. Because we got the storage space now for it. Can we afford this? Kids tent. I'll buy it. And we'll run to our home and pick up a tailor ticket. Such that we can buy some stuff from Able Scissors. Seeing as we never really used them. Oh shoot, I wanted a long down coat, but now they're all sold out. I knew I should have jumped on that chance when I had the chance, heck yeah. Hold the phone, that's not a long down coat you've got there, is it? Can I buy it off you? Sure, why not? Sure. I don't even know what a long down coat is. I'm sure you'd rock it, Fuchsia. So thanks very much. So I just went silent there because I was like, man, I can't believe I'm going to get rid of Fuchsia. But actually, maybe I won't get rid of Fuchsia anymore. And maybe I'll have not get Phoebe instead. I don't really know. Because Fuchsia is actually, to be fair, one of my favourite Uchi villagers. It's going to withdraw some money because we, for some reason, have like no money right now. But I do like Phoebe a lot as well. But Fuchsia I've got better nostalgia with, so I don't know. It's hard. I wish we could have more villager spaces on our island, please, Nintendo. The islands are big enough already. Make them bigger. Or something. But anyway. But we don't have to decide right now. I guess we can think about it more. Maybe if Fuchsia wants to move out, then we'll have to be like... Ugh. But yeah, we don't have a lot of time. I was going to spend some time decorating today around Rowan for the campsite, but seems opportunity to do so is limited. No. We've almost got all the KK Cider songs as well, to be honest. We're here to grab tailor tickets, aren't we? Oh, we've got 3 of them. Alright. I guess let's use all 3 of them. Why not? Sorry, I'm very thirsty. Too much conversation, but having a golden fishing rod... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it should be more exciting. I'm not excited to get the golden fishing rod. I'm more excited about the fact that we completed our fish collection and could complete the museum, because that's very exciting for me. In my eyes, at least. It's a Discord message. It's just a meme. I'm going to respond to that later. That is very, very strange. Yeah, so I guess I'll just do some deep sea diving today. See if we can get what we got. Any more Christmas stuff? Ooh, holiday sweater. I like this one best. I suppose we can buy all of them. We can buy the festive tree dress. If only we didn't have to go in one by one, but still. one day. Or have bulk purchasing. I guess Nintendo don't want to do that because they sort of want to mimic the everyday sort of activities like this. You know, the tedium, I suppose. When are they going to put reindeer costumes in, or whatever? The deer costumes. That's what I'm waiting for. So that I can truly be a deer darling. Should we buy one of these? I don't know which of these do I like better. I think I like this one better. Yeah, what have I been up to? I mean, yesterday I played a lot of Civ 6. Like, because there's an autumn sale, of course, on Steam, and I was talking to Ned about it, which is the whole reason he joined the Animal Crossing video anyways, because he wanted to play some Civ 6, and I was like, I've got to record some Animal Crossing, hold on. And then I was like, hey, do you want to be in the video? Why not? You can sort of see what's going on. And he was like, sure, why not? And that's basically what happened. Also, I think going deep sea diving in snowy weather is probably not a good idea. I'd imagine, but that's not going to stop me, I suppose. Can't stop me, can't stop me. Whoa, whoa. No, yeah, so I played a lot of Civ 6. I'm not good at Civilization. I've got Civ 5 and a lot of its expansions, and I've played it before. I don't know how many hours I've got on it, but excuse me. I got duped. I guess I could just see how many hours I got on it. Sid Meier's 44 hours, which is surprising because I feel like I'm terrible at Civ 5, and I don't really know how to play, and I still don't know how to play. I played with Ned, like, I understand how the systems work conceptually, I just don't know what decisions to make at every opportunity. So early on I'm just like, what should I be doing? I don't know. What should I be making? Should I try making this? Should I try making that? This is fast as heck. This is extraordinarily fast, this creature. This could be a lobster. Could be a snow crab. Wouldn't mind either. Snow crab? Yes! I've got a snow crab. It's giving me the cold shoulder. Shoulder. Awesome. Cross that off the list. We've only got the lobster left now that we can catch this month. Just to get all the fauna, not the villager, catching done at the end of the beginning of today. Why not? Anyway, what was I saying? Don't remember. It's never quite a fast one. Not fast enough, but... yeah, Civ 6. Honestly, I had a blast playing it. It's a fun game, and obviously Civ definitely not suffers, but like, it's one of those games where it's sort of like, oh, just one more turn. I mean, you spend like 5 hours playing it, or whatever. It's easy to sink time into. Because it's basically a constant like progression system, isn't it? You've always got something to do, to follow up on. And you always want to be itching for that. But yeah, I've actually only ever, I think, finished one Civ game to completion. Because a lot of times I played before Civ 5, we played with friends, we start up games with friends, but the problem is there's huge levels of experience disparity when we play Civ. Because some people have played a lot of it and know really what they're doing, and other people sort of just picked it up because they're like, I want to play with friends. Which gives strange dynamics in a competitive game, I think. And it's also a situation where I suppose I get the short end of the stick, where I'm on the inexperienced side of the game. I'm not going to ignore that, to be honest. Only look for lots of bubbles for large potential lobsters. Yeah, because it's different because you sort of have to teach, but you also, you know, for some people, they don't want to give too much away because they don't want to teach you enough to, like, you can beat them, essentially, which is, you know, fair enough. When you're competitive, you want to win, you know. You want to let them figure things out for themselves. You can't give them everything on a platter. To be fair, I'm not quite like that. I will teach people to beat me, I suppose. If I'm good at a game. I'm not like that much more experienced at that many games, I think, compared to my friends in some things. Like, what am I going to teach them in Animal Crossing? And I'm quite, like, the games I'm good at tend to not be competitive games because I'm not driven by competitiveness, unsurprisingly, which is why I suppose I have this attitude. But in things like TFT, I'll tell my friends what we could do to potentially beat me. all that sort of thing, or what I would do in their position to try and beat me. Is it always applicable? It's not always applicable. And sometimes, a lot of my friends also, they want to feel like they earned the win as well themselves, which I also think is very fair enough. Like if someone gives you all the answers to a test, you didn't really... So, is this a lobster? It's also extraordinarily fast. Wait for it. Now. No, I missed it. Come back here. I can outswim you, please. No. Okay. I think I kind of freaked out now. I know what a lot of people do is they just like swim these into a corner and then catch them in the corners. But I like to do this instead. Lobster? Another snow crab. I was getting too hopeful. Yeah, so yeah, it's difficult. But me and Ed were playing at co-op currently. This campaign, there's like something on my screen, I don't know what. I'm just going to try and clear that off with a glasses cloth, a microfiber cloth. It's very baked in on there. What is this? I'm the foggiest. Alright, well, I guess that's staying. Anyway, yeah, so it's been having good fun. Yeah, I've only ever played like one Civ game to completion. And that's a game I played by myself, not with friends, because it's hard to organise groups of friends to continuously play up and pick it up again, unless you have a set time to play. As I learned from the D&D sessions we used to play. Which man, I actually said this to my friends, like, because I'm subscribed to a lot of D&D subreddits, and every time I see it, like, especially yesterday, I was reading the post and I was like, oh, I really want to play some D&D. It's so fun. Anyway, not point, that's not what I was talking about. Yeah, Civ, I've only ever beat one game to completion, and if you know stuff about Civilization, I'll let you know that it was in Civ 5, I was playing South Korea, and I won by a science victory. And thus, that's the only victory I've ever experienced, I suppose. I did try playing some more campaigns, where I was playing as Greece, I think, and I wanted to win by a domination victory, because I wanted to try each victory, or maybe diplomatic, I can't remember. And then, I wanted to win with a culture victory. I can't remember who I was playing as, so shrug. I think like our inventory must almost be full, so we're going to go sell these off and then we'll donate the snow crab to Blathers. In fact, we'll do the snow crab first, just in case that somehow takes tons of time. So yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. Yeah. But yeah, I never finished those other campaigns, so we'll see if this one gets finished or not, depending if Ned's even here or not. But I'll make a donation of a snow crab. Did I cross it off a list? I did cross it off a list. Please tell me a bit more about the snow crab. The snow crab truly lives up to its name, what? They are most often found in cold northern seas. Some have even been discovered living in the Arctic Ocean. Indeed, snow crab prefer to live in deep waters and never get more than 3 degrees above freezing. Whew, just thinking about that icy environs is giving me the chills. Adorable Blathers. Yeah, yeah, I don't know if that game will come to completion or whatever, but I know a lot of my other friends picked it up, who play Civ normally, picked up the game in sale as well, so maybe we're playing that. Should I record it? Probably not. It's not a game I'm very good at, and it'd be a bit strange, I think. It might be good for banterable recording sessions, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'd much rather record a different game, I think, if I was to incorporate everyone. Like Ali said, we shouldn't, why don't you do Among Us? And I was like, I don't know. I'm not that into Among Us, to be honest. I don't really care to play it that much, and I feel like if my joy isn't there, what's the point, you know? Especially in that game, it's going to be basically only my commentary a lot of the time. So anyway, let's get rid of stuff. I don't need a snow crab. I mean, if they introduce something later on where you can give in 3 deep sea creatures to get a new statue, we'll have to catch all of these again, but still. We can cross that bridge when we come to it. But for now, we'll round this episode here, I suppose. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. Oh, and shares. And if you want, join my Dear Darling Discord, or follow me on Twitter, down in the description below. And I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. Oh, Lily, what are you thinking about? You had a fight with Vivian. Okay, never mind, hold on. We'll do this very quickly first. Of course, Lily, we've got to get this request done before we stop for today. Vivian's house right here, of course. So it's very easy to deliver to. A bit weird continuing on the video after I've done my ending spiel, but... Oh, you're busy DIYing. What are you making, huh? A Cosmos shower. You were making this like last week, weren't you? So I in fact already know how to make this. So let's just get on with it, Vivian. She really likes that dress I gave her, which is nice. I think it suits her rather well, to be honest. What could it be? How about that? It's a chef's outfit. You know, I'm not sure this sort of thing suits me, but it was a gift, I suppose. No, you should try it. You know what? You're right. There's no harm in just seeing how it looks. Hold on a moment. Actually, looks pretty good, I think. It looks great. Do you really think so? You're not just flattering me? Well, thank you so much. Lily went out and picked up such a thoughtful gift for me. She's such a sweetheart. I guess I should go apologise to her as well, so that we can finally put all of this behind us. How many fights do our villagers even have? I don't fight with my friends, like, particularly often at all, I will say. Honestly, yeah, that does actually fit Vivian pretty well. The fact that it's in black, maybe, makes it a bit monochrome, because she's already got a very washed out colour scheme. So, is she holding soup? Isn't Lily holding just like, I don't know, just a bowl of soup? That's amazing. But anyway, now we'll probably round up, so, you know, just like jump back like 2 minutes or something, or when I actually said the spiel. But I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.